We are back live for part two. Let me make sure we are. Yep, we are back live for part two of tonight's Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, be sure to let us know. Let me get everything shared as usual. Alrighty. Share in group. And that's about the only place to share it except YouTube. Let me get our YouTube link up. Where are we? There we are. The YouTube notification just went out. Okay. And how do we get this shared? Settings. Share. Okay. Let's go back over here to Instagram. We need to delete that story. And we need to put up the other story. Part 2. Okay. Chat. And we are here. Chad, do you know if my goose, I have not seen that yet. That doesn't mean we're not getting it, or that doesn't mean it hadn't, that means it hasn't shipped, or it hadn't arrived here yet. So that's all that means right now. So okay. So yeah, I feel like I've gone through these a bunch, but I'll go through them one more time. This is some new arrivals for tonight. David Bowie, the Labyrinth soundtrack, which, by the way, is not very easy to find whatsoever and not cheap. And these are just $36.99. Coulter Wall is $29.99. Coulter Wall, we have that available. And we also have George Strait, Cold Beer Conversations. I need to send that to Preston Denny because I think they'll buy a couple of those. Tyler Childers, live on Red Barn Radio, is $26.99. Smashing Pumpkins Adore is $49.99. Smashing Pumpkins Adore. John Prine is $29.99. Def Leppard Euphoria is $39.99. Def Leppard Euphoria. Last copy of Janie Lane, red vinyl, $28.99. Blink 182 is $31.99. I've got 2 of those left. Taylor Hawkins is $26.99. Get the money. And then Pearl Jam, Rearview Mirror, Greatest Hits Volume 2, $34.99 on those. All right, I've got an on-sale crate of $7 records. Is that what this is? $7 records? Let me peek at them. Yeah, looks like we got some $7 on-sale records. Let's go through those. Bob McKinney wants a Taylor Hawkins. Sell that to Bob McKinney. And yeah, let's go through some more. Let's go through some more on sale stuff. Probably be live for about an hour and a half here for part 2. We'll go through as much until y'all stop buying, and then we don't have to go anywhere tomorrow, but I need to get ready for tomorrow night's sale. And well, we don't have to go anywhere where we're not going to miss a sale, but I do have to go out and do some buying tomorrow, so I've got to get an earlier start, especially to get back here on time than what I normally do. So, do you have Mazzy Star? No, but we can get that. I think Josh ordered some. I didn't know what the interest would be, but if anybody does want one, Chris, let me know. And let me know the exact name of the album. Patty Anderson Williams also wants a Taylor Hawkins. Patty, if you're okay with it, I will put you on a waiting list for that. These are $7 LPs. $7. I'm going to read you the title. I'll let you know if it's check condition. And we'll also get some auctions started in just a moment. Or we can get some started right now. And then I'll show you what was left from the Japanese stuff. I don't have a lot more in here except Genesis. And I got a Kenny Rogers Greatest Hits Japanese press. Let's do that and that. All right, so we have Genesis Invisible Touch. And we have Kenny Rogers Greatest Hits. This is a near mint Japanese pressing. That's a $45 start. And Kenny Rogers Greatest Hits, Japanese press of Obi, that's a $35 start. 45 and 35 on that. Let's show the $7 stuff. Ricky Skaggs, Highways and Heartaches in shrink wrap with hype sticker. That is $7. Ricky Skaggs, Highways and Heartaches. Patty says she's good with the waiting list for the Taylor Hawkins. We actually may have one. We may actually have that in stock over there. Carole King, Welcome Home. This is a VG Plus. Carole King, Welcome Home. $7 on that. Mazzy, So Tonight That I Might See. We'll put Chris Kirkley down on the order list for Mazzy Star, So Tonight That I Might See. Edgar Winter's White Trash, Recycled, VG Plus. $7. Everything in this bin is $7. All in the Family, VG Plus. A lot of it's half off. A lot of half off $15 records. Now it's $7. And Black Oak, Race with the Wind. Or excuse me, The Devil. I don't know where I got wind out of that. That's a VG Plus, $7. And we have Willie Nelson, The Sound in Your Mind. Willie Nelson, The Sound in Your Mind. That is $7. Mazzy, Belinda says she also wants down for a Mazzy Star, and so does Chuck Wilson. Scott Smith wants Edgar Winter's White Trash. That's so does Scott. $7. Eurythmics, the Eurythmics and Aretha Franklin. $7 on that. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Mo Bandy, Rodeo Romeo. Mo Bandy is $7. Sean Foxbower on Willie Nelson. Sell that to Sean Foxbower. Melanie, Born to Be. Melanie is $7. Born to Be. $7 on Melanie. Jerry Reed Live featuring Hot Stuff. Jerry Reed, really nice copy. $7 for Jerry. The Weather Report, Tail Spinning. Weather Report is $7. Everything in here is $7. Gladys Knight and the Pips, Feeling Bluesy. That's in shrink wrap on the Soul label. Gladys Knight is $7. Gladys Knight and the Pips, Feeling Bluesy. John Denver, It's About Time. John Denver is $7. We've got Jeff Beck Wired. Has some cover damage. The vinyl is fine. Actually really nice. $7 on that. Orange Epic label. The Yellow Jackets, Four Corners. Looks like it's from that radio station buyout we did. Has the hype sticker. Also has this radio station catalog sticker on it though. Richie Havens, On Stage. A VG copy. Now just $7. Richie Havens, On Stage. I think that's one of these top loaders or something. This is packaged oddly. But he is $7, Richie Havens. Cruisin' 66. Cruisin' 66. Just $7 for that. And this is a compilation of music from 1966. And it also has some commercials in it. It has commercials inserted. So hits from 66 with commercials inserted in there. Takes you back in time. Village People Go West. $7 for the Village People Go West. And Juice Newton, Quiet Lies. Juice Newton, Quiet Lies. $7 for that. Alex Roman wants Cruisin' 66. Sell that to Alex. $7. John Conley's Greatest Hits Volume 2. John Conley's Greatest Hits Volume 2. That is $7. And Stephen Steele's Thoroughfare Gap. Stephen Steele's Thoroughfare Gap. That's a VG Plus. $7 for Steele's. The Guess Who Flavors. VG Plus on that. $7. Guess Who Flavors. A Night in Heaven soundtrack. Tracks by Bryan Adams, Jan Hammer, The English Beat, Kiddo, Rita Coolidge. VG Plus on that, $7. And Dan Fogelberg, Souvenirs. This appears to be a near mint copy. And it is. That is $7 as well. Dan Fogelberg, Souvenirs. George D. Is that George Delisle or is that somebody completely different? George D. Are you a new buyer or are you somebody that normally buys from us? Let me know. I've got you down for Stephen Steele's for $7. Johnny Lee, Bet Your Heart on Me. Johnny Lee's in shrink wrap. $7 for that. Sean Foxbower wants Dan Fogelberg. Souvenirs. You got to have some Fogelberg. That is George Lyle. Okay, thank you. We got you down for that. History of Rhythm and Blues, Volume 3. Nice copy. Atlantic, History of Rhythm and Blues, Volume 3. $7 on that. Greg, you were next on Dan Fogelberg and Sean Foxborough. I've got you down for Johnny Lee. Everything in this bin is $7. T.G. Shepherd, Perfect Stranger, gold stamp promo with hop sticker. Martha and the Vandellas, Greatest Hits. Dancing in the Street, original Gordy record. That is now $7. And TKO, Let It Roll. TKO, Let It Roll. Has some writing on the cover. $7. Kathy Mattea, Untasted Honey. 14 Blockbuster Country Hits, Rowdy Country compilation on K-Tel, Rowdy Country. That's also $7. Sean Foxborough on Shep. That's T.G. Shepherd. So does Sean. Rick Springfield Hard to Hold soundtrack. That's now $7. And so is the Little River Band Diamantina Cocktail. $7 on Little River Band. Alex Roman on Martha and the Vandellas. Sell that to Alex Roman. And Glenn Fry, No Fun Allowed. Glenn Fry, $7. Juventude on Rowdy Country. Alex, you were second to that. Everything in here is $7. Cruisin' 64. Cruisin' 64. That's in shrink wrap. That's the next volume. We had 63 earlier. There's 64. Jefferson Starship, Winds of Change. That's now just $7. Patty Anderson Williams on Rick Springfield. Sell that to Patty. Tanya Tucker, TNT. Not the AC/DC song. That's her own TNT. Is that actually a track on here? I don't think it is. That's just the name of the album. $7 for Tanya. The Secret Value of Daydreaming by Julian Lennon. $7 for that. And Exile, Hang On to Your Heart. Exile's in shrink wrap. Near mint copy. Paul Young, The Secret of Association. Paul is $7. So is Art Garfunkel, Angel Clare. And The Stylistics, Rock and Roll Baby. In shrink wrap. The Stylistics, $7 on that. Jerry Rafferty, Can I Have My Money Back? Jerry is $7. And Kenny Loggins, Vox Humana. Kenny Loggins, Vox Humana, $7. Any 10 years after albums. Not that I can get to right now. It seems like we have one almost every sale, but I don't have any that I can put my hands on at this moment. Chris Kirkley gets Julian Lennon. Country Cruisin' 58. Country Cruisin' 58 is $7. We have the Moody Blues, To Our Children's Children. It's now $7. And the Greatest Hits of Country Blues. Greatest Hits of Country Blues. $7. That's a compilation with George Jones, Charlie Rich, Willie and Ray, Tammy Wynette, Crystal Gale, David Allen Coe, Ray Charles, and others. Emmylou Harris, Roses in the Snow. That's $7. So is the Best of Homer and Jethro. Uriah Heep, Wonder World. Climax Blues Band, Lucky for Some. That's in shrink wrap. $7. 12-inch single, promo of Ted Nugent, High Heels in Motion. That is now $7. Promo from Ted Nugent. Uriah Heep, Climax Blues. Exile. I think that is a self-titled album from them. It is, in shrink wrap and hop sticker. Nancy Sinatra and Lee Hazelwood. This one album is kind of highly regarded. It was $19.99, really nice condition. Now just $7. Nancy and Lee. The Best of Loggins and Messina, just $7. Somebody needs to pick that up if you don't have it. Half Off. Angry Eyes. Danny Song. That's my favorite. Tom Jones, live at Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. $7 for Tom Jones. You Must Remember These, Volume 2. $7. You have the Box Tops, the Delphonics, Ronnie the Daytonas, GTO, Syndicate of Sound. More Box Tops, Joey Powers. Edison Lighthouse, Love Grows was Where My Rosemary Goes. That's $7. City Boy Book Early. That's now $7. And Harry Chapin, Heads and Tails. Harry Chapin, Heads and Tails. $7 for that. Sean said he'd give $12 for both Exile. You just bought yourself 2 Exile albums. Let me find the other one. There's the other one. Sell those to Sean. 6 and 6. Chic, Take It Off. That is $7. Smooth as Silk. Kessler Whiskey presents Smooth Country Greats. Kessler Whiskey. It's actually an RCA label. $7 for that. Smooth Country Hits. Robin Trower, Bridges Aside. It's a VG Plus, but marked down all the way to So a lot of stuff we marked down significantly is check condition records. I mean, usually this would have already sold, but I mean, we've sold a lot of VG Plus copies of that for 20. That one's just for 7. It just got overlooked one night. Mickey Gilley's Biggest Hits. This is in shrink wrap with hype sticker if you need some Gilley. That's just $7. Greg Brummett was first to Robin Trower. Calvin was second. Echoes of the Ozarks Volume 2, Arkansas String Bands. That's now $7. And the Lovin' Spoonful, Everything Playing. $7 on that. Bob McKinney was first on Robin Trower. Excuse me. Bob McKinney, Greg Brummett, Calvin Ward, Kevin Willis. 4 people. Sean Foxbower first to the Mickey Gilley. All right, I'm going to read through those one more time. Everything in here is $7. I repeat, $7. I'm going to read through the titles. Claim anything you want. I'm going to go ahead and end these next 2 Japanese auctions. If anybody wants Kenny Rogers' Greatest Hits, $35 start. If anybody wants Genesis Invisible Touch, $45, not a start, $45 buy it now. $45 and $35 on Genesis and Kenny Rogers. Let's see. I've got Toto and Kansas. I'm trying to go through everything in this crate. I've got Toto and Kansas coming up next. These are near mint Japanese pressings. Kansas and Toto. Those are $35 starts. $35 starts. Toto Hydra and Kansas Vinyl Confessions. Here's what's left in the $7 stuff. Ricky Skaggs, Carole King, All in the Family. Some of these may be check condition. Black Oak, Arkansas, or just Black Oak. Eurythmics and Aretha Franklin, 12-inch single. Mo Bandy, Melanie, Jerry Reed, Weather Report, Gladys Knight and the Pips, John Denver, Jeff Beck Wired, Yellow Jackets, Richie Havens, Village People, Juice Newton, John Conley, The Guess Who, A Night in Heaven, History of Rhythm and Blues compilation from Atlantic, TKO, Let It Roll, Kathy Mattea, Little River Band, Glenn Fry, Cruisin' 64 still available. Those are never left behind. Jefferson Starship, Tanya Tucker, Paul Young, Art Garfunkel, The Stylistics, Jerry Rafferty, Kenny Loggins, Cruisin' 58, Moody Blues, Greatest Hits of Country Blues, Emmylou Harris, The Best of Homer and Jethro, the Ted Nugent single promo single, Uriah Heep Wonderworld, Climax Blues Band, Nancy and Lee, The Best of Loggins and Messina, Tom Jones Live, you must remember these, that's a comp as well, City Boy, Harry Chapin, Cheek, Smooth Country Greats, compilation Echoes of the Ozarks, and the Lovin' Spoonful. Those are all $7. $7. All right. I hadn't seen a new comment since Sean said Gilley. So, let me figure out what we're going to show next. How about I grab a crate over there of just mixed random stuff and do like a buy it now best offer. We might do that. Buy it now best offer. Did you see my 25 on Japanese Scarecrow before you break? I can't do that. No. My best price on it may be 35. Let me take a look at it. Yeah, this right here I need $35 for sure. And then Clay Moore wants Nancy Sinatra. Yeah, there's a couple records in there. I'm surprised it's left behind. Best of Loggins and Messina, Cruisin' 64, Nancy Sinatra. Probably will never see them again. So if you don't claim them now, unless you get another copy pops up, I would do that now. Let me grab another box of vinyl over here. Let's see what we've got. Let's see here. What's in this one? What's in that one? What's in this one? Trying to find us a good crate over here. Where's that? Let me see what's over here in this stuff first. Charlie DeFrank said he sold at 35. Okay, if not, Aram Lozelle wanted it. Let me see what's in these bins over here, actually. Trying to find some stuff that maybe In the back, I wish I could roll this cart to the back. I mean, that's like, here we go. Yeah, let's go through this one. The stuff in the back that's in our bins, the other night I put them in crates and brought them up here. We can't pick up those bins. There's like 150 records in them. But right now, probably some of our best records to go back through, are in our bins in the back. And I really can't take this cart back there. I used to could walk around when I was just on Facebook on my phone, and we could go through all those bins. There's some really good records back there. What I'll do is I've been building on sale crates, but the other night we were back there like we were just taking records out of the bins and bringing them up here. Turned out really good. So let's go through this stuff. It appeared to be some really good titles in here. Everything is buy it now, sticker price, or make offer. Probably not a lot of half off stuff, but it may just depend on the title or what we're dealing with. So, all right. Here we go. We have Marshall Tucker Band, Searching for a Rainbow, $14.99. Marshall Tucker Band, Searching for a Rainbow. I know what this is. It's Mallow, $19.99. Mallow, Green Warner Brothers label. Some really nice looking condition, what I noticed right off the bat with these. Frank Sinatra, Come Back to Sorrento. I'm putting too many syllables in there. $14.99 for Sinatra. Nat King Cole, To Whom It May Concern. Wow, looks unplayed. That is $14.99. Romeo Void, Never Say Never. NVR Say Never. Yeah, Never Say Never. $14.99 for Romeo Void. Chuck Berry Flashback 2-record set, $24.99. Chuck Berry Flashback. If you need a Chuck Berry compilation. Nat King Cole Love, $9.99 for Nat King Cole Love. America Live. Wow, no one bought this originally. Someone needs to get this. Great live show from America. $9.99. We've got Bananarama. That's got a lot of syllables in it. Trippin' on Your Love. That's a 12-inch single. $14.99. Who was first to Romeo? Wyatt. Wyatt was first to Romeo Void. Chris Kirkley was first on Frank Sinatra. And Belinda, you were next on Romeo Void. The whole reason I picked this crate because I saw this in here. This is the Concert for Bangladesh box set, and this is a nice one. The box is not split. The vinyl is near mint, original textured brown sleeves. It has the book, awesome book with pictures in it. George Harrison, Bob Dylan, Ravi Shankar, Eric Clapton, who else? Let's see, Ringo Starr, Billy Preston. It goes on and on. This is a nice copy. And then that is sold to John Young. That is a nice one. That's a nice one. Don't usually see them like that. Carly Simon, Boys in the Trees. That is $9.99. Carly Simon, Boys in the Trees. Olivia Newton-John, Let Me Be There. Olivia is $9.99. Sammy Davis Jr., a live performance of all of his greatest hits. This is $14.99. And Barbra Streisand, A Christmas Album. Barbra Streisand, A Christmas Album. $9.99. Quiet Lies, Juice Newton, $9.99. And Juice Newton, this is called, looks like it says Dirty Looks. It is $9.99. Stereo, I think you were asking about the Harrison box set. It's already sold. It was really nice. And Chris Kirkley put HA. That was probably GA for George Harrison. Melissa Manchester, Hey Ricky, $9.99. Melissa Manchester, Hey Ricky, and Melissa Manchester's Greatest Hits. Melissa Manchester's Greatest Hits. That's also $9.99. All right, I'm going to end these two auctions because I'm going to grab our other 45s over here that I meant to get to the other night, which was Toto Hydra and Kansas Vinyl Confessions. If anybody wants those, Toto and Kansas, $35 buy it nows. But the other night we started auctioning off some Beatles and Harrison and Lennon and McCartney and Starr and even some Yoko 45s that I had left from a collection I bought 2 years ago. I'm going to grab another bin over here. I've got 4 platter packs still full of Beatles records from 2 years ago. And we're going to start grouping these up and putting them up for auction. So I was making Beatles lots and Wings lots. And there's some Japanese stuff in here too. So Let me see what I got available, and we'll start selling those. Okay, let's see. There's wings. There's Japanese wings. Let's see here. There's some Elvis stuff in here too. All right, let me go through a handful and see what we have. Okay, next is we've got Tommy Flowers. Said he would give $9.99 for Marshall Tucker. Sell that to Tommy Flowers. FY Romeo Void is a single. And Wyatt says if it is, he'd like to pass. I didn't even pay attention. If you have Romeo Void over there, I'd like to have that back, whoever claimed that. And Scotty Hypes put MM. Was that for Melissa Manchester? And if so, which one do you want? Romeo Void is it's got 4 tracks on it. It's got present tense, not safe. It's a 4-track, more like an EP. Never Say Never and then In the Dark. Yeah, it's not really a single. It's got 4 tracks on it. So, who got that? Wyatt, that's yours. If you pass, it goes to Belinda if she still wants it. Okay, and then Scotty, let me know on that. Huey Lewis in the News. Sports, $19.99. Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual. U.S. Press, $24.99. Near mint in original inner sleeve. Huey Lewis and Leonard Skinner, One More from the Road. $39.99. Leonard Skinner, One More from the Road. 2LP, original black RCA label. Wyatt said he'll still take it. Marshall Tucker sold to Tommy for $9.99. Jennifer Smith wants Cyndi Lauper. And let me see what I have here with these 45s. Elvis. Chris Hodge, Mary Hopkin, George Harrison, Mary Hopkin, John and Yoko. That's on clear vinyl. More Elvis and the Beatles. All right, let me grab another handful. Well, we'll start these Elvis, though. I've got a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Elvis 45s. Patch it up. You don't have to say you love me. The next step is love. I've lost you. Separate ways. Always on my mind. Way down. Pledging my love. Return to sender. Where do you come from? Love letters. Come that way. I really don't want to know. And there goes my everything. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Elvis records. 45s. $15 start. $15 start for those Elvis records. I'm going to grab some other Beatles stuff and figure out what's in here in just a second. But we'll get those started first. I'm going to try to get a Beatles lot together. See if there's anything rare left over in here. There's a couple promos, it looks like. There's some Japanese stuff as well. All right, Tracy's at 15 on the Elvis lot. I'll figure out what all that is in just a second. All right, we pulled Cyndi Lauper. Bram Tchaikovsky, Pressure, $14.99. Some great records in here. Everything is buy it now, best offer. Split Ends, Wayaita. Never for sure on that one. Split Ends is $19.99. Chelsea, Evacuate, $19.99. John Mayall, The Turning Point, $34.99. This has the insert still with it, $34.99 on John Mayall. Men at Work Cargo is $24.99. Solar Fire, Manfred Mann is $19.99. Moody Blues is $19.99. And Moody Blues, In Search of Lost Chord. 2 great albums back there. There is In Search of Lost Chord, and we have Days of Future Past. They appear to be really nice copies. $19.99 and $19.99 on those. Elvis is at 16. Let me see. There's the Beatles. There's Chris Hodge, Mary Hopkin. Let's see. There's Harrison, Mary Hopkin. There's John and Yoko. There's the Beatles. Chris Hodge, Mary Hopkin. Ringo. We'll put all the solo stuff over here. Mary Hopkin, Ronnie Spector, Plastic Ono Band. George Harrison. Ringo, Harrison. There's a Beatles, real music picture sleeve. There's another Ringo. there's Elephant's Memory, and there's another Beatles. All right, let's do those first, and then I'll figure out what's in those other stacks next. All right, so this is a lot of, let's see, the Beatles, I'll Cry, or excuse me, where did I see that at? First, the Beatles, 8 days a week, and I Don't Want to Spoil the Party on Apple. Yeah, I'll Cry Instead, and I'm just happy to dance with you. Those are Apple reissues. And then you have the Real Music Picture Sleeve, which is like, I think, a melody. This is just, I'm Just Happy to Dance with You, and the Beatles Movie Medley. Yeah, and that's a picture sleeve. We originally had $20 on that. And then from The Greatest Story Ever Told, or, yeah, The Greatest Story, the Beatles, this is I Need You, a single from Help on Parlophone, and Dizzy Miss Lizzy. These are from Italy. That's Italy. So that's Dizzy Miss Lizzy and Help. The Movie Medley, I'll Cry Instead, and 8 days a week, $10 for those four. $10 start for those four. Okay, Moody Blues, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band is $14.99. This one's called Let's Go. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, $14.99. Gold stamp promo. Stevie Nicks, Rock a Little, $19.99. Wow, this is some stuff that I must have showed late one night because there's some really good titles in here. Juice Newton, Juice, $9.99. By the way, Tracy, you're out on the Elvis lot. Jared's at 16, and Charlie DeFrank is in on the Beatles at 10. The Beach Boys, L.A., the Light album. Beach Boys is $19.99. Rod Stewart, Love Touch. I always want to say that because it's the hop sticker, but the name of the album is Rod Stewart as well. $19.99. That's a gold stamp promo, near mint with hop sticker. The Beach Boys, Good Vibrations, the best of the Beach Boys. That is $19.99. Adam Stein is at 12 on the Beatles. Bob's at 15. Soundtrack to Porgy and Bess, $19.99. Porgy and Bess, that's in shrink wrap. $19.99 for Porgy and Bess. Carl Perkins, Country Boy's Dream on Dolly Records, $19.99 for Carl Perkins. Yachts, SOS. Yachts is a white label promo, $14.99. And Right on Track, 12-inch single, Breakfast Club. That is $14.99. Alan Bound is $24.99. What's the B-side of Elephant's Memory? Give me 1 second on that. Alan Bound on Music Factory label, $24.99. And the Best of Bobby Hutcherson. Best of Bobby Hutcherson. Really nice copy. $14.99. For military sale only. $14.99. High bid on the Beatles 45s is at 25. Final call on the Elvis at 16. Jared has that. I was making sure Tracy was out. And we have Jesse Colin Young. That is $9.99. And Stevie Wonder, Journey Through the Secret Life of Plants, $24.99. Elephant's Memory, John, we have Liberation Special and Madness. Mono. Rick Springfield, Tao, $14.99. Beach Boys 2020 is $19.99. Dan Aykroyd in Dr. Detroit, music by Devo, James Brown, Patty Brooks, T.K. Carter. That is $24.99. And Herbie Hancock Manchild. This has turned out to be a pretty good crate. I'm just waiting for offers to roll in. $39.99 for Herbie, or you can just go ahead and buy them like Bob McKinney did. He wants Rick Springfield. You can buy them or make an offer. Stevie Wonder, Inner Visions. This appears to be a really nice copy. It is $24.99. Mia Willis on Herbie Hancock. Mia gets Herbie Hancock, and Sean Foxborough said he would give $8.99. He would give $8.99 for that Nitty Gritty that was up earlier. Sell that to Sean. And Derek Paris said he would give $14.99 for Alan. Sell that. Adam Stein's at 30 on the Beatles. We're going to keep letting that roll. And the Elvis 45s are sold to Jared Koski for $16. $16 on that. The Elvis 45s. Jared Koski. All right, so let's do this lot of, are these all Apple records? They are. All right, so we have, these are all artists that were on the Apple label. We have Chris Hodge, We're on Our Way. That's with the picture sleeve. We have Mary Hopkin, Those Were the Days. And Turn, 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 her cover of the Bird Song. Mary Hopkin, Goodbye, Sparrow, or Goodbye and Sparrow. That's with the picture sleeve. Another Chris Hodge, that's just the disc. Another Mary Hopkin, Knock Knock Who's There. Another picture sleeve. And then we have Ronnie Spector, Try Some, Buy Some. That has the black star next to the title, if that means anything to you. And Ronnie Spector, Tandoori Chicken. And then, of course, the Elephant's Memory, which is Liberation Special. Now, those are all artists on the Beatles Apple label, Apple Records. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 records there on Apple label, $15 start. If you want to bid on that, put Apple 15, and I'll know you're buying all those. All those on the Apple label. Usually when I buy a Beatles collection, you get all those too. You get Elephant's Memory, Modern Jazz Quartet, Mary Hopkin, Chris Hodge, stuff on Dark Horse, other artists besides George Harrison. Seems like people collect everything on those labels as well. Something very common. Okay, the Beatles is at 30. Charlie is out. John Young said he would give $14.99 for Inner Visions. Boy, that seems like a really good deal. This is pristine too. It's got one little mark on it there. It does have a label on the, has a label on the label. Very nice condition though. I mean, very glossy, looks almost unplayed, gatefold. I'm going to go ahead and sell that to John Young if he still wants it for $14.99. Bryan Adams, Cuts Like a Knife, $19.99 on that. Mick Jagger, Let's Work, $24.99. That's a sealed 12-inch single. Ravi Shankar, Live at Monterey, 1967. Live at the Monterey Pop Festival. That is $19.99. Keith Emerson with the Nice, $24.99 on that. Keith Emerson with the Nice, $24.99. The Peabo Bryson Collection, $14.99. And Merle Haggard, My Farewell to Elvis. That is a sealed Merle Haggard, $29.99. The Adventures Play Telstar, $9.99. Walt Disney's Fantasia, The Pastoral Symphony. That is $19.99. That's early, 61. Right, Adam Stein gets the Beatles lot for $30. If anybody wants the Apple lot, that's a $15 starting bid. And let me see what I got next over here. We got Ringo. I may split this up. There's Ringo. That's a different Ringo. George Harrison. Dark Horse, I Don't Care Anymore. It's on a white label. I don't know if that's actually a promo. And we got 2 copies of You in picture sleeves. We might have enough for just a George Harrison lot. I think this one's pretty tough to get. Ding Dong, Ding Dong. With the picture sleeve. I mean, we originally had $30 on it. Plastic Ono Band, Plastic Ono Band. That's Ringo. That's another Harrison. Okay, let's sell the Harrisons, and then I'll do the Lennons and those together. I'll do the Ringo and the Lennons in the next auction. We'll sell the Harrisons just by themselves because there's some pretty good ones in here. This was Learning How to Love You on Dark Horse. It's also a white label, and this song. I don't think those are actually promos, but they're white labels. This song, that was a pretty big hit. I like that one. Then we have the Ding Dong, Ding Dong, and Harry's on Tour with the picture sleeve. Then we have Dark Horse and I Don't Care Anymore. And then 2 copies of You from Extra Texture with picture sleeves. I will get all those started for $20. The George Harrison lot, $20. Burt Jordan takes the Ventures. $20 for Harrison, $15 on the Apple lot. Conway Twitty, The Rock and Roll Story. Conway is $14.99. Johnny Cash, The Johnny Cash Show. $14.99 for Johnny Cash. The Johnny Cash Show. That is $14.99. Merle Haggard, Keep Moving On, $19.99. Merle Haggard, Going Where the Lonely Go. Merle Haggard, Going Where the Lonely Go. Gold stamp promo, $14.99. Paul Simon, Still Crazy After All These Years. $19.99 for Paul Simon. We've got Santana, Welcome. $19.99 for Santana, Welcome. It's in the original baggie there. And Country Western Radio. Country and Western Radio. Rare radio recordings of famous country and western groups of the 40s. $14.99. Sean says $8.99 for Cash. Johnny Cash. Sean, let's make that one $11.99. Johnny Cash, I'll do that one for $11.99. Rick Wakeman, The Myths and Legends of King Arthur. $19.99 for Rick Wakeman. The Everly Brothers, A Date with the Everly Brothers. $19.99. And Marilyn Martin Includes the single Night Moves. That is $9.99. Michael Murphy, Swans Against the Sun. And that is an orange label, $9.99. Calvin says, Merle, Going Where the Lonely Go. Let's go ahead and sell that to Calvin for 10. Grant Peltzer on Peebo Bryson for 8. And we'll see if Sean wants cash for $11.99. He offered 8. We'll put that back in there temporarily. All right, so John Young has the Harrison lot for 20. That's going twice, going 3 times to John Young. If you want to bid, now's the time because I'm about to sell it. And I'll just make this a buy it now. If anybody wants these miscellaneous Apple 45s for $15. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in there. 8 artists on, or 8 records all on the Apple label, $15. Adam Stein gets, no, excuse me. Sean Foxberg gets Johnny Cash for $11.99. Adam Stein's in on the George Harrisons at $21. I feel like there's something stuck in my shoe. Maybe it's that rock right there. Or something. I'll have to do some shoe surgery later. Okay. We now got 3 bidders on George Harrison. All right, this next lot is going to be Ringo and, let's see. Well, first of all, we have Yoko Ono, Plastic Ono Band, Midsummer New York, and Yoko Ono, Mrs. Lennon. Then we have Plastic Ono Band, Don't Worry Kyoko, and Cold Turkey. This is actually on clear vinyl. This is on Capitol for jukeboxes only. John and Yoko, Walking on Thin Ice, and Woman. That's the hit side. Woman, that's on clear vinyl. We originally had that $24.99 over 2 years ago. A lot of this has been put in our showcase. A lot of people don't get to see these. They don't usually ask to see them either here in the store. Ringo Starr Wings, that's a promo copy. One side's that red and white. That's like blue, double-sided. And then we have 2 more Ringo, Oh My My, and Sleep Lightly, and then the picture sleeve to photograph. So 1, 2, 3 Ringos, and then 3 John Lennon's and Yoko, 6. We'll also do those for a $15 start. $15 start for the Lennon, Ringo. We'll put John and Ringo, however you want to signify your bidding on that. And then the Apple lot is sold to Paul Brothers for $15. Sell that to Paul Brothers for $15. All those Apple 45s. I'm going to read through this crate one more time, just titles, because there's some great stuff in here. And it's a Buy It Now Best Offer crate. So please let me know if you want anything out of here. I will make you a deal on it. We got 2 auctions going on. We got the George Harrisons at 22 of John Young, and I'm looking for a $15 start on the other ones. All right. We have Milo, Nat King Cole. If you want to pick out 3 or 4, I may even make you a bundle deal. Nat King Cole Love, America Live, Bananarama, Carly Simon, Olivia Newton-John, Sammy Davis Jr., Barbara Streisand, Juice Newton, Melissa Manchester, Huey Lewis in the News, Leonard Skinner, Bram Tchaikovsky, Split Ends, Chelsea, John Mayall, Men at Work, Manfred Mann, Days of Future Past, To Our Children's Children, Stevie Nicks still available, Juice Newton, The Beach Boys, Rod Stewart, The Beach Boys, Porgy and Bess. Charlie's at 15 on the Ringo. He's at 23 on the Harrison. Adam's at 23 on Harrison. Charlie's at 15 on Ringo. John Young's at 24 on Harrison. And Adam Stein's at 25 on Harrison. How much on the Juice Newton self-titled? Juice Newton Juice is $9.99. Yeah, everything in here is buy it now, best offer. Carl Perkins, Country Boy's Dream, $19.99. Yachts SOS. If you want any prices, just let me know. Breakfast Club, The Best of Bobby Hutcherson, Jesse Colin Young, Stevie Wonder, The Secret Life of Plants. Jennifer Sims said sold, and that was on the Juice Newton. The Beach Boys 2020, $19.99. And Dr. Detroit soundtrack is $24.99. Okay, the final call on the Ringo and Lennon, the Star and Lennon lot is at 15. Final call on that. And we're at 25 on George Harrison. I think we still got 3 bidders on that. So Bryan Adams, Cuts Like a Knife, $19.99. And Mick Jagger, Let's Work. And that is a sealed 12-inch single. Condition of Cargo, Men at Work. Cargo, best of my memory, that was really nice. Yeah, this is a near mint record. Stevie Nicks is $19.99. And Brandon, my best price on this will probably be $17.99. I mean, that's usually like instantly gone. So no major discount on that one. And then Harris, I'm going to leave that out. Yeah, so Sean, $17.99. Then we have Huey and Adams for $20. I'll do both of those for $30. That's for Huey Lewis and Bryan Adams. That's another couple. Cuts Like a Knife and Huey Lewis Sports. Let me find Sports. Yeah, Eric, I would do What Happened to Huey. There's Chelsea. There's Brom. Huey, yeah. $30 if you want both of those. And we already got somebody else saying they would give $15. Leonard Skinner, Burt was $39.99. One more from the road. That's a 2LP original press on this black MCA label. $39.99. Rich Group, the Streisand was her Christmas album. Streisand Christmas album, $7.99. Barbra Streisand, a Christmas album. $7.99. Near mint minus. Jamie, Men at Work Cargo is stickered at $24.99. $24.99. The Bobby Hutcherson Derek was right in here, wasn't it? The best of Bobby Hutcherson Derek was $14.99. Near mint, it's got a unique stamp on the back for military sale only. And then Eric Beck said sold. Okay, so that was just asked about. So was that and that. These are all still available. And then Eric said he would take Huey and Bryan Adams for $30. Then Men at Work was just asked about. And then Stevie Nicks, if anybody wants that, discounted to $17.99. Okay, and then, so Bob McKinney, Bryan Adams was already sold. And then Wyatt offered $20 for Split Ends and Chelsea. Let me find those Split Ends and Chelsea. There's Chelsea and there's Split Ends. Let's see here. Here's offer that Wyatt. Let's see, 12. Let's do 25 on both of these. Let's do 25 on both of these. 25 on both of those. And Derek said he would give 10 for Hutcherson. Go ahead and sell that to Derek. So 25 Wyatt on both of those. And then sell that to Derek for 10. And then pass on Nick. So we still got Men at Work, Skinner, and Streisand. No offers yet on Men at Work or Skinner, though. So Barbra Streisand? Am I mispronouncing Streisand? Men at Work, 15. Go ahead and sell that to Jamie Butler. All right, so, and Charlie DeFrank gets this lot here. Charlie DeFrank gets this 45 lot for $15. Update on the George Harrison lot. Actually, Bert said Skinner best price. I would do $30 on that if you want it. I think I may have missed that. $30 on that. Final call on this. John Young is the high bidder. He has those for $27. That's some Harrison stuff you don't see as often, especially that one. John Young has those for $27. I don't think Charlie or Adam has said out yet, but just so y'all know, you are out. He has that for $27. There's only one, well, besides this Japanese stuff I pulled out, there's only one record left in this bin, and it was not Beatles. It was Michael Bolton, White Christmas. If anybody wants that, $4.99. Michael Bolton's White Christmas, and it has the jukebox strip. That is $4.99. I'll put up these other Paul McCartney Japanese in just a second. Maybe I'll keep them. Who knows? Those aren't a huge price reduction, so I might just have to keep those. Adam says out. Wait, I thought someone got Bryan Adams and Men at Work for $30. No, someone got Bryan Adams and Huey Lewis for $30. Yeah. Do you have 45 cases? No, I don't. We found a long time ago, I bought a bunch of these at like the Family Dollar, I think. Where's this from? I don't know. Maybe even Walmart. Where's this from? Sterilize. That's probably Walmart. But we keep some of them in that. And the actual little platter packs, we try to keep those as much as possible because we need them ourselves. So it's just like selling crates. We try not to sell our crates anymore. We need them way too bad. I wish I had every crate back we've sold because we probably could use them right now. So I will see if they offer anything new from a distributor, but I don't think they do. I don't think there's a lot of I don't think there's a lot being made to store 45s in. Alrighty, let me get another batch of stuff here. Okay. Wow, a whole nother. Please ask to see these collectible records, the Beatles. All right, where are we at on Harrison? George Harrison, 31. I think it's between Adams out. It's between Charlie and John Young. John Young's back in at 31, Charlie. Let's see. Charlie's back in at 35. All right. I might have to give somebody $5 to take Michael Bolton. The Beatles. Paul and Linda, which is Paul, Ringo, George Harrison. Wow, this is some good stuff. All the John Lennon, Paul. Paul, Yoko, the Beatles, John, Paul, John, Yoko, John, Wings, Paul, John. Let me do an initial glance here. Beatles, the Beatles, John, the Beatles, and the Beatles. This one may, I don't know if we'll get through all these tonight. That was some pretty good titles in there. I'm going to start making some lots, though. This other thing, I think, is all Elvis. It is. Let me kind of figure out what's going on here on the table. Final call on anything that's left in here. I don't think I've finished going through those. Jesse Colin Young, Stevie Wonder, The Beach Boys, Dr. Detroit Soundcheck, Mick Jagger, Ravi Shankar, Keith Emerson, Merle Haggard, Fantasia, Conway Twitty, Merle Haggard, Paul Simon, Santana, Country Western Radio, Rick Wakeman, the Everly Brothers, Marilyn Martin, and Michael Murphy. All right, John Young's at 37 on the George Harrison. Any other requests out of this crate before I grab a new one? Any final request out of this crate before I grab a new one? I'm already grabbing a new one, but I'll keep it handy just in case somebody changes their mind. I'm playing Jingo over here with these 45s. Right, Tanner? Tanner said, sure. I went to Chipotle we got a new restaurant here in Lebanon, Chipotle. It's pretty good. I wish I would have got 2 of those burritos. Ah, this looks like a good crate. It's check condition. Some of it looks like it's check condition, but I saw some really good titles. And right now, I'm just on the hunt for big titles. I'm trying not to find too many obscure bins. I'm trying to find stuff that's very recognizable. All right. Charlie DeFrank is out on Harrison. Charlie DeFrank is at 40 on Harrison. John Young says he's out. Going twice, going 3 times. These 2, 4, 5 George Harrison 45s. This is $40. Charlie DeFrank. $40 Charlie DeFrank. Going twice, going 3 times. All right, John Young's out on Harrison. I have tried Whataburger. Was there a Nat King Cole in there? There was 2 Nat King Coles. And do a Merle Haggard bundle. Let's see what I have here. The 2 Merle Haggards that's left. Sean, the one that's sealed, I'll discount quite a bit for you because it's sealed. And the other one, I'll mark down to 12. I'll do 18 on the sealed one. It was at 30. So $30 for both of them. Buy one, get one free. Sean, $30 for both of those if you want them. And then who asked about Nat King Cole? Dale Shannon. There's 2 Nat King Coles in here. I will pull those for you right now. It's this one and that one. That's called Nat King Cole Love and Nat King Cole To Whom It May Concern. 15 and 10. I'll do $20 on both of them. The Dire Straits have not been delivered yet, so I technically have not shown those. They have not been delivered. All right, sell the George Harrison lot. That's for $40 to Charlie DeFrank. Let's see what we've got here. There's a lot in this bin. A lot of good stuff too. So I'm trying to figure out best way to match some of this up. Let's do the Beatles. The Beatles. Let me grab a couple Beatles. There's another one. Some of these out of the back. Dale Shannon says take them both. That was both Nat King Coles for $20. I'm going to lay those up here, Tanner, so I don't lay them on top of the 45s. Okay, next Beatles lot. Here's 5. We got the Beatles. I Want to Hold Your Hand and She Loves You, the German version on Odeon. That's a German pressing in German. They're singing in German. The Beatles. These are all the Beatles. Matchbox and Slow Down. That's on the red and orange Target capital label in the original company sleeve. And I Love Her, and the B-side to that is If I Fail. That's pretty clean. It looks like it needs, I don't know. It's pretty nice. I don't know. That may be some of the city transfer. I was about to say it may need cleaning again, but I don't see a lot of scuffs and marks on that. That's in the original capital. And then 2 Beatles, 2 more Beatles, Nowhere Man and What Goes On, and then Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby. Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby. So let me go through that again. Yellow Submarine, Eleanor Rigby, Nowhere Man, What Goes On, And I Love Her, If I Fail, Matchbox, Slow Down, I Want to Hold Your Hand and She Loves You, the German version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those will do a $25 start on those. $25 start. Really good price. I'll show a few records and I'll probably do a John Lennon lot. These are all buy it now, best offer. I think there's some pretty good titles in here. The Police, Zenyatta Mondatta. This is a VG copy for $12.99. The Police, Zenyatta Mondatta. Kansas Leftoverture, EX 1799. Very close to near mint on that one. EX 1799. Heart, Dog, and Butterfly. Also EX 1499. Heart, Dog, and Butterfly. The Charlie Daniels Band, Knight Rider. This is a VG Plus, $14.99. Charlie Daniels Band, Knight Rider, VG Plus, $14.99. Stephen Stills Manassas, VG Plus, $19.99 on Stephen Stills Manassas. The Monkees, VG copy for $9.99 on the Monkees. And the Hurdy-Gurdy Man, Donovan. The Hurdy-Gurdy Man. It's got one little crush right here on the top. Other than that, really nice. And a VG Plus vinyl. Hurdy-Gurdy Man. VG Plus $9.99. Donovan. Uriah Heep, Return to Fantasy. VG Plus $14.99. And Madonna Like a Virgin. And that's in shrink wrap. VG Plus vinyl $17.99. Paul Brothers is at $25 on the Beatles. That means I'm going to come over here and try to find some more. There's Ringo, Paul. I'm trying my best to get these sorted. There's more John Lennon. There's another Harrison. There's John Lennon. Lots of Paul McCartney's from... We'll throw Yoko in there. Beatles. John. Where's the other one I was looking for? Right there. There's another John. We're probably going to do a big John Lennon lot. Of course, we're going to throw in some Yoko. Got to throw in the Yokos. Wings. Woman. That's some good stuff, though, right there. And all the Beatles on Parlophone. And okay, yeah. So this next lot's going to be John Lennon. Paul Brothers at 25 on the Beatles. We've got John Lennon, Nobody Told Me, picture sleeve. John Lennon, Borrowed Time. Plastic Ono Band, Power to the People, Touch Me. Cold Turkey, Don't Worry, Kyoko. My Man, Yoko Ono. Instant Karma, Watching the Wheels, Goodbye Sadness, Watching the Wheels, and the sleeve, no picture sleeve, and then Woman. I thought there was a couple more. Yeah, that's those two there. Okay, so 1, 2, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. John Lennon 45s. $25 start. $25 start on that. Paul's at 25 on the Beatles. Steven said he would give 15 for Kansas. Sell Kansas Left Overture to Stephen Chesney for $15. The Blue Ridge Rangers, John Fogerty, VG copy, $12.99. This is a German copy. Blue Ridge Rangers, $12.99. Wet Willie, EX, $17.99. Wet Willie on the original Pink Capricorn label. Pink Capricorn label for some reason. Very collectible. Especially for the Allman Brothers, Fillmore. EX, $17.99. Rick James, Cold Blooded. That's EX, $17.99. Kansas, Point of No Return. VG Plus, $14.99. Kansas, a Point of No Return. VG Plus, $14.99. Slow Train Coming, Bob Dylan, is EX, $32.99. Slow Train Coming for Dylan, EX, $32.99. The Days of Future Past, the Moody Blues. That's also $17.99. EX and Martha and the Vandellas, Dance Party. That is a VG copy for $19.99. Bob McKinney wants Rick James. Sell that to Bob McKinney. Final call on the Beatles lot. Paul Brothers has these for $25. Going 3, going 4 times. And I'm looking for a $25 start on the John Lennon lot. Looking for a $25 start for those 10 records. Cool and the Gang, Ladies Night. That's in shrink wrap. EX, $12.99. The Blades of Grass Are Not for Smoking. VG copy, $19.99. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Special Occasion. VG Plus, $14.99. And Robert Parker, Barefootin'. VG copy, $14.99. Foreigner, Inside Information. That is EX, $19.99. And The Best of Cream. This is good. VG copy, $14.99. The Best of Cream. Wayne Carr wants Cool and the Gang. Sell that to Wayne Carr. Where's Cool at? I just had them. Right there. Sell that to Wayne Carr. And Derek said he would give $12.99 for the Blades of Grass. Sell that to Derek Paris. $12.99. All right. I'm going to sell Paul Brothers both of these lots. $25 for the John Lennon lot. $25 for the Beatles lot. Paul, you get both of those. $25 and $25. Tanner, I just mixed them up. There they are. There's one. I'll lay the other one right up here. $25 and $25. Sean Foxbower also wants Cream. Cream. Sean, was you passing on the Merle Haggard lot earlier? I think I offered both of those to you for $30. One of them is sealed. I'm going to put them back over here if you're passing. I kind of forgot about those. Just let me know. Greg, I've already sold Cream. The Mothers of Invention, Burt Weenie Sandwich. That's a VG Plus, $39.99. The Mothers of Invention, Burt Weenie Sandwich, VG Plus, $39.99. Janis Joplin, original label. I got the Old Cosmic Blues again. That's a VG, $14.99. And the Bee Gees First. The Bee Gees First. Early album by them. VG, $12.99. Let's see. What's I got next over here? Let's see if we can do a Paul McCartney lot. We got Paul and Linda. There's Ringo. There's Harrison. There's Paul and Linda. Paul. Maybe just a few. How many do we got here? Beatles. Paul. More Beatles. Rest are Beatles. Okay. Oh, one more Paul. All right, so we have, let's see, Paul and we have Uncle Albert, Almo Halsley, and Too Many People. That's a single from Ram. Another Uncle Albert, Admiral Hawksley, and Too Many People. Another single from Ram. No More Lonely Nights, picture sleeve. Hell and Wheels and Country Dreamer, Band on the Run. Live and Let Die, I Lie Around. So Bad, picture sleeve. And Another Day. And Oh Woman, Oh Why. So Paul McCartney, we got Another Day, So Bad, Live and Let Die, Hell and Wheels, No More Lonely Nights, and then 2 copies of Uncle Albert. And they look a little bit different. I think they're different. Yeah, they're different pressings, as you can tell. They're a little bit different. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. Paul McCartney, $20 start on those. 20 on Paul. Okay, Sean said, what was Cream marked? He said he offered. Oh, you replied to yourself. That's why. If you reply to your own comment, it shows up weird on my feed. I think you're talking to somebody. So he offered $11.99. Go ahead and make sure that's $11.99 to Sean. Sean, I'll say Cream for $11.99. Greg offered $7. Paul Beck says best price on Wet Willie in Kansas. I've already sold Kansas. I have already. Oh no, that Kansas. I thought you meant leftoverture. 12 and 15, $27. 12 and 15 on those, Paul. And then Derek offered $9.99 for Martha and the Vandellas. I will do $14.99 on this. A VG copy is $19.99. A near mint one is like, I don't know if you can find a near mint one. Arm Lazelle's at 20 on Paul McCartney. Charlie DeFrank's at 25. Eagles, one of these nights, VG plus $24.99. Emerson, Lake and Palmer Tarkus is a VG plus $14.99. Emerson, Lake and Palmer Tarkus, VG plus $14.99. Buddy Holly's Greatest Hits, VG plus $22.99. Buddy Holly's Greatest Hits. David Bowie Tonight is VG plus $22.99. And The Ventures in Space, Out of Limits Penetration. The Ventures in Space, VG plus $9.99. I've already showed that. Buddy Holly, David Bowie, my records fell over. ZZ Top Fandango, a VG copy for $14.99. VG copy for $14.99. All right, Arm Lazelle is back in on the Beatles at 26. Derek Paris said he will take the Martha for Martha for $14.99. Derek Paris gets that for $14.99. Burt Jordan gets the Ventures. Jeff McIntosh, and give me 1 second on that. And then Paul Beck, sell him Wet Willie in Kansas for $22. Jeff said Hart and Foreigner for $20. That was Jeff McIntosh. Hart and Foreigner for $20. Sell those to Jeff McIntosh for $20. Sell Greg Brummett, Tarkus, Emerson, Lake and Palmer for $10. And Sean Foxbower, ZZ Top for $9.99. I think we're all caught up. The Paul McCartneys are at $28. Paul McCartneys are at $28. Okay. This is going to be just a miscellaneous slot. I don't know how any other way to put this. So I'll just show you what's in here. There's a total of 3, looks like 7 records. Ringo Starr, Only You, and Call Me from Goodnight Vienna. George Harrison, Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth. Miss Odell's the B-side of that. Give Peace a Chance. I left that out of the last John Lennon. The Beatles, We Can Work It Out, and Day Tripper. Hard Day's Night, I Should Have Known Better. Act Naturally, and Yesterday. By the way, we originally had $30 on this one. This is, I think, a West Coast pressing with a star. Act Naturally, and Yesterday, that's on Apple. We originally had $30 on that. And then the picture sleeve to I Want to Hold Your Hand, and I Saw Her Standing There. And I think this is a later pressing. They pressed these for a while, so we have the Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand, The Act Naturally, Hard Day's Night, We Can Work It Out, Day Tripper, Give Peace a Chance, John, Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth, George, and then Only You, Ringo. So those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 7 for $35 start. Those 7 for a $35 start. All right, and then the Paul McCartney's at $29. Wayne, if you want Frank Zappa, he is $35. We may be a little bit too far off on that one. And thank you, Sean. And thank you, Paul. Rocky IV, original motion picture soundtrack. That's a VG Plus, $19.99. The Book of Talisan, Deep Purple. That's a VG copy for $14.99. The Book of Talisan, that's Deep Purple, VG $14.99. The Yes album is EX $17.99. That's from Atlanta, Steve Cole's collection. EX $17.99 on the Yes album. The Police, Ghost in the Machine, VG copy for $12.99. The Firm, Mean Business, VG Plus $19.99. The Firm, Mean Business, VG Plus $19.99. Psychedelic Lollipop, Blues Magoos. This is a VG copy, $19.99. And REO Speedwagon, A Decade of Rock and Roll, EX $29.99. The Paul McCartney lot, $29 with Arm Lazelle. The Beatles lot, $35. Paul McCartney, $30. So now we're at $30 with Charlie D. Frank and $35 on the Beatles. That's where we're at on those. Paul Beck says $12 on Deep Purple. $12 on Deep Purple, Book of Talisan. Let's go ahead and sell that to Paul Beck for $12. Madonna and Rocky for $22. Brandon Butler. Madonna, Like a Virgin, and the Rocky for $22. Sell those to Brandon Butler for $22. All right, I don't think I've got the... No, I haven't. That was the conclusion of that crate, so let me go back through it. I think one more time, and probably all that stuff would be gone, which it should be. They're all check condition, but there's some great titles. Psychedelic Lollipop was a VG original Mercury, $19.99. So final call on the Beatles, because we only have one and only one bidder with that. Paul Brothers at $35. And Charlie and Arm Lazelle are bidding back and forth on the Paul McCartneys. So final call on the Beatles, and then first call on Paul McCartney. I gave him a lot of money last year. Well, I gave Ticketmaster a lot of money last year to see him. It was well worth it, though. Okay, that's what's left. I'll do those. I'll do another Beatles lot in just a second. All right. First, though, Yes final. The condition of Yes was EX. I think it has a scuff on it, probably keeping us from making it near mint. Looks like it has like a needle drop or scuff right there. Side 2, there's a scuff here. All these are non-feelers right there. Looks like a needle drop. Looks like the arm didn't get off of it quite right a couple times. Original Atlantic inner sleeve. This is an original press. That was $17.99, Bob, on Yes. Derek Harris, I will take $14.99 for Blues Magoos. $14.99 on that one. Okay. RM's back on Paul McCartney. Let's sell this Beatles lot to Paul Brothers for $35, and I can put up the next one, which is really good. We may have to have a higher start for these, but when you see them, you'll see why. These are all UK Parlophone Beatles singles, UK, except for one. I'll show that one last. I think some of them are OG. Thank You Girl and From Me to You. So these are black Parlophone UK presses. These are UK versions. You see it has that spindle. Northern Songs LTD. This is Thank You Girl and From Me to You. She Loves You and I'll Get You. Now this one right here, Help. Help and I'm Down. It has sold in UK, subject to resale. See that little note right there on the spindle? I think that means it's an earlier press, if not the first one. This may be a first UK press of Help and I'm Down. I Want to Hold Your Hand and This Boy. I Feel Fine and She's a Woman. Please Please Me, Ask Me Why. And then another copy of the Beatles movie melody picture sleeve. So I think all the Parlophones are different. So every one of these are different. And by the way, I've sold a lot of these Yeah, these are marked 20 and 30. Some of these are $20 and $30 a piece on all the Parlophone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. 7. I'll get those started for $60 on those with all the UK Parlophone and those. So those for $60. Not seeing RM's bid. That's because he's bidding on YouTube. If you're just looking at the Facebook chat at the bottom of your feed, Charlie, you can't see people on YouTube. But if you turn your phone sideways, full screen, on the right side of your screen, where I'm pointing to right now, this stuff over here. See this feed? That shows all the YouTube stuff. It's backwards, Tanner. It's tough. I'm showing. Yeah.
Oh, there.
Yeah, there. Tanner's pointing at it too. Yeah. See all this over here? That's everybody's bids in the correct order. Hope everybody can see that. Sorry, I'm inverted. Top Gun. Zappa for 25. 25 for Zappa. Mr. Wayne already made an offer for Zappa, and then I countered at $35. But here's my best price, and Wayne will have first dibs. The Mothers of Invention Burnt Winnie Sandwich. It's a VG Plus. $30 for this. If Wayne passes, Brian, you can have it. If Brian passes, Don, you can have it. And if Don passes, then no one gets it. But $30 in that order. Okay, so Arm Lazelle's at 31 on Paul McCartney. Charlie, let me know if you're in or out. And I'm looking for a $60 start on all the Beatles Parlophone stuff. All right, let's go back through this crate. So the Yes and Psychedelic Lollipop was asked about. So was Zappa. Dwayne says, I'm watching Top Gun right now. Now, are you watching the original or are you watching Maverick? The Police, Zenyatta Mondatta, that's a $12.99. Charlie Daniels is $14.99. Steven Steele's, if you want any prices, just let me know. The Monkees, Donovan, Uriah Heep, Blue Ridge Rangers, Bob Dylan. Everything here is negotiable. I will make you a bundle. If you buy 2 or 3 at once, I'm probably a little bit more lenient on the prices. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Robert Parker Barefootin', Janis Joplin, the Bee Gees, the Eagles, Buddy Holly, David Bowie, the Police, the Firm, and REO Speedwagon. Steve Merkel says Zenyatta. Zenyatta, Steve, was a VG copy, $12.99. That's sold to you. Don said he is in on the Zappa for $30. I have a feeling Wayne's probably going to pass. So we'll go ahead and mark Don down for that. But Wayne, if you decide you want that for $30, just let me know. All right, he's out on the Paul lot. So Arm Lazelle, you got the Paul McCartney records for $31, going twice, going 3 times. I'm about to sell that very quickly. Best price on both Police. Well, one is already sold, but if you want the other one, Bob, since you inquired about both, one's already sold. What happened to Ghost? Right here. I'll knock that one down to 10. Also a VG cover. This is so tough to find a nice cover of this one. I always kind of beat. But if you want that one, $10. All right, anybody else? Let's go ahead and sell Paul for $31 to Arm Lazelle. I'll lay those right up there. Paul McCartney lot, Arm Lazelle, you got those for $31. Thank you. And if anybody wants the Beatles lot, $60. $60 if anybody wants the Beatles Parlophone lot and the movie melody. $60 on those. Don't think too long on that. Some cool stuff. Bob McKinney said sold on the Police for $10. Sherry Darnell wants Janis and the Bee Gees. Are you asking for a bundle price? I'll go ahead and give you one anyways. Bee Gees and Janis. Let's see. 14. Let's do 11 and 11. 22 for both of them. 22 for both of those, Sherry. I have a feeling she's going to say yes. Wow, we've knocked out 2 bins of Beatles 45s tonight. No, the Arm Lazelle, that was Paul, PM, $31. Arm Lazelle. Okay, the last lot here I'm kind of partial to, but I will price it. There may be somebody interested. They're all Japanese 45s. There's an interesting one here. They're different catalog numbers. It's the same record. It's the same songs. The pictures are inverted. And that's a Sea Moon is the hit off that one. So that's, see, this is number 10241, and this is number 10784. So that's the same song. That's pretty neat how they inverted the picture. And then we have Good Night Tonight, and this is Band on the Run in 1985. Japanese of that. Band on the Run, 1985. Good Night Tonight, Daytime, Nighttime Suffering, and then Sea Moon. And what was the B-side of Sea Moon? The B-side of Sea Moon was Hi Hi Hi. Well, that technically may be the A-side. I think those are both technically charting hits for him. Yeah, Hi Hi Hi. So, man, I kind of like these. I'll throw a starting price out there. If they don't get a bid, I'll keep them. I just paid the store last night for 3 crates of records I'm taking home, and it was way too much. I bought a lot of stuff the last couple months of the year, including box sets. So, but these are originally marked 40, 25, 20, and 20. 15, 15, and this one's a lot more because I think I really liked it because it's Band on the Run. So I'll do 30, and then 15, 15, 15 for a starting bid. That's 30, 45, and 30 is $75 for those 4 Japanese Paul McCartney. $75. And Paul Brothers, I'm going to sell you these for $50. Thank you for the very fair offer. Sell those to Paul Brothers for $50. The David Bowie was Tonight. That was the name of the album. David Bowie Tonight. VG Plus $22.99. Original inner sleeve. And VG Plus vinyl. That is $22.99. Okay. No one wants Michael Bolton? Is Yes a 4-digit album? Is Yes a 4-digit album? Yes, this was a 4-digit OG. Yes. 4-digit OG SD 8283. Presswell Press, 1841 Broadway. I will give somebody this Michael Bolton White Christmas 45. If you can tell me John Lennon's middle name. Ed says he knows it. John Lennon's middle name, and I'm going to give you this Michael Bolton White Christmas 45. All you got to do is tell me the secret word. Arm Lozelle said sold on the Yes album. That is EX 1799. Rich Group, free Michael Bolton 45. The correct answer is Winston. John Winston Lennon. Correct. All right. Okay, no one wants the Paul McCartney 45s. That's perfectly okay. I don't know. You might see those later even cheaper, but right now, $75 on all of them, or unless you want to pick one for one of those starting bids. I especially like Band on the Run, but if anybody's interested in any of those others, I will sell them to you. Okay, it's 11:30. Let's grab one more something and go through it very quickly. And then we'll be back again tomorrow and Saturday. I've got to get out and do some buying. I talked to a guy in Texas that has this really good thrash metal punk, you know, the kind of stuff that when I buy it and we bring it back, there'll be like a fist fight over it. So, I mean, he's a very peculiar collector. Top copies, inserts. I mean, he was naming off stuff. He sent me his Discogs, pictures, and then there's a lot of other collections, but that was one that's really caught my eye that I may have to go out there and take a few days off to go buy it because Austin is a heck of a drive. So, okay, let's sell those. R. Moselle, very fair offer. I'm going to say those 4 Paul McCartney singles. You got something really nice there with Band on the Run, 1985. Sell those to R. Moselle for $60. Okay, we've also wiped out 2 entire platter packs full of Beatles 45s. The only thing I have left is a big collection of Elvis here. I don't want to really get into these tonight because I was going to break them up and sell them in lots, but Elvis picture sleeves, really nice stuff. EPs, you know, I'll have those soon. You got my attention. Oh yeah, when I go get that stuff, it'll be a heck of a sale whenever we bring all that back for the first night. So just gotta get a deal done and go get them. But let's see. A lot of people, I see a lot of people with collections. They reach out to us because they like what we do. They see that y'all are very. He mentioned it to me on the phone tonight. Y'all are very passionate collectors. You're very. So he can see that. I guess in a good way, very peculiar about what you buy. I mean, you spend a lot of time. Y'all spend a lot of time watching our shows and being very precise on what you're buying. And you know, it takes a lot of time to collect stuff, hours and years of your life. And I think that attracts a lot of people to sell us their collections because they see all the effort we put into selling them and sending them to the right people, which is y'all. So because of y'all, we're able to get a lot of really amazing collections. People's like, yeah, I want to sell them my records because I can get on Facebook and watch when they're selling them and who's getting them and just see them, you know, go to new homes. So I think a lot of people like that about us, which is a good thing, a really good thing. So, okay, I'm going to go through one more crate, kind of fast, but this stuff is from about the first week of December. Probably hadn't been shown in a while, and I just need some stuff to go through. So, let me get them up here. Okay. Wow, that whole shelf's empty over there. We don't have any more Beatles 45 in the cab. I do have more. I gotta get them all together. All right. Okay. Last crate. Oscar Peterson, the George Gershwin Songbook, $14.99. These shouldn't be check condition, so buy it now, best offer. Oscar Peterson. KBC Band, $19.99. That's with the hype sticker. In the Beginning, the Moody Blues, $14.99. Procol Harum, Home, $19.99. The New Cactus Band, Son of Cactus, that is $19.99. Jesse Coulter, that is 1976 OG sealed, $29.99. Mark Farner Band, No Frills, $14.99. And Quicksilver, Coming Through, $19.99 on Quicksilver. Carly Simon Spy, $9.99. The Turtles presents The Ballad of the Bands, $14.99. The original motion picture score to Duel at Diablo, Neil Hefti, $24.99. It's My Pleasure, Billy Preston, $19.99. The Kinks, Word of Mouth, $19.99. 20 selections of original artists, 20 grand years of country, $12.99. Smart collectors, that's right. Well, there was obviously a record boom a few years ago, but that started most of this. But as people grow in their collecting, they start buying more higher end copies, more expensive records, better condition records. First presses, different presses, you know. And then there's some people who just want records. They don't care. I'll take a Rush album in any condition. I just want to listen to it. VG minus, I'll take it. Some people want it in shrink wrap, first press, press well, near mint with hype sticker, or they're not buying it. Rod Stewart's Greatest Hits, $14.99. Michael Pender, The Promise, and then some people are both. They'll buy something until they can get an upgrade. Michael Pender, The Promise, $14.99. It's on that Moody Blues label. Chris Christopherson, Jesus Was a Capricorn, $14.99. 10 Years After, recorded live, $24.99. Alvin Lee, Rocket Fuel, 10 Years After, $19.99. Jeff Beck Group, Rough and Ready, $19.99 for Jeff Beck Group, Rough and Ready. 10 on Rod. That was for Clay. Clay sold. Rod Stewart, Clay Moore, $10. Duke Ellington and his orchestra, The Nutcracker Suite, $9.99. Is this a picture? No. Okay, I thought that was the label, but it's not. $9.99. Walter Cruz. That's Walt Cruz on the Kinks. B.B. King Friends, $19.99. Porgy and Bess, Oscar Peterson and Joe Pass, $19.99. D-Day plus 20. This is a commemorative record, 20-year of D-Day. I think it has spoken word, speeches. That is $24.99. The Art Farmer Quartet, a work of art, $19.99. David Clayton Thomas, $14.99 in shrink wrap. Al Kuhn, Volume 1, the final performance with the Al Porcino Big Band, $14.99. Roberta Flack, self-titled, $14.99. Rock Gospel, The Key to the Kingdom on Motown. The Supremes, Jackson 5, Marvin Gaye. This is looks like a gospel Motown compilation. Marvin Gaye. What's Marvin Gaye doing? I don't see him on here. Yeah, he's on here somewhere. God is Love. That's from the What's Going On album. Roberta Flack. The Bottles is $9.99. National Lampoons, That's Not Funky. That's Not Funny, That's Sick, $14.99. Grover Washington Jr., Wine Light, $14.99. The Kinks, Low Budget, $14.99. Caboose. Caboose is $19.99, as in the train, $19.99. Brent Rabley, The Motown Gospel Comp. I'd never noticed. I think I must have shown this before, but I didn't really notice what it was. $19.99. Rock Gospel. There's another Kinks. We have C-Train, Marblehead Messenger, $19.99. Cat Mother and the All Night Newsboys, $19.99. Quiver, Gone in the Morning, $19.99. Gone in the Morning, Quiver, $19.99. Culture Club, Color by Numbers, $22.99. The Best of Chuck Berry, that's $14.99. Wild Things, The Ventures, $9.99. The Ventures A Go-Go, $9.99. And Play Electric Bass with The Ventures, $14.99. We're going to sell Brent Rabley the Gospel Comp for $15. Sell that to Brent. Little River Band, Diamantina Cocktail, $9.99. The Ventures Play Telstar, that's $9.99. I think we've sold 2 of those tonight. Hawaii Five-0, The Ventures, $14.99. Santana Inner Secrets, $19.99. Balance is $9.99. Balance, $9.99. Bad Company, it was just spoken. Desolation Angels, $19.99. This is a near mint copy. Gatefold original inner sleeve. Santana, $19.99. Technically Santana 3. 38 Special, Wild Eyed Southern Boys. VG Plus, $14.99. Full Moon featuring Neil Larson and Buzz Fighton, $9.99. Elton John, The Fox, $19.99. Heart Magazine, that is the picture disc, $34.99. Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell, $32.99. I need to put that where people can see it because I think it's almost a daily occurrence. Somebody's probably coming in here looking for that album. That one's $32.99 unless one of y'all buy it now. Derek Paris offered $12.99 for Caboose. Let me find that. It was right in here, I think. Sell that to Derek. Bert says Ventures Bundle. You bet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 10, 10, 15, 10, and 15. We'll do 7, 7, 7, and 10 and 10. So 21 and 20 is $41. $41, Bert. That's 30% off, or 30% off on 3 of them, and almost half off on the other 2. Santana, where did I get to? Fox, Heart, another Meatloaf, Dead Ringer, $34.99. Another kind of Meatloaf, Jim Steinman, $19.99. Hunter, Dreams of Ordinary Men, $19.99. America Hideaway is $12.99, and Sticks Pieces of 8. Sticks Pieces of 8, $19.99. All right, let me keep that up front so I can find it. If anybody wants anything in there, now's the time because the show has officially come to an end. The show is over. Seth is so happy, right, Seth? Seth says he's thrilled. The Grover Washington has Just the Two of Us, the Bill Withers song on it. I didn't realize that. So that song is on that album, Wine Light. That's maybe why some people ask about that. That was one of those, forever one of those TikTok songs. It was just like, yeah, Just the Two of Us. Bill Withers. Like you heard it on everything. Scott Snee said 10 for David Clayton Thomas. That sold to Scott Snee. Let me do sticks first so I can get to it. Brandon Butler, sticks 14. Let me find that David Clayton Thomas for autographs tomorrow. Yes, because they're pulled. We were looking at them during the break. You can thank Ed and John. John found them. Ed went during the break and pulled them out, and we were looking at some. John, I have them. Now I can post that I'm going to be selling them. I can look at them. I know they're real, everything that we're going to be selling. I'll have you look at some if I'm questionable, if I think they're questionable. But these are all good. And then we'll get those promoted. What am I looking for? I got to talking. David Clayton Thomas, which is right here. Sell that to Scott Sneed for 10. We sold sticks for 14. I can combine Bert and Jordan. Bert Jordan passed on the Ventures lot. If anybody wants those for $40, let me know. Or $41. I'll do them for $40. And then Walt Cruz wants Hunter, Dreams of Ordinary Men. Hey, that kind of looks like a Walt Cruz record. Sell that to Walt Cruz. Thank you, Walt. Near mint with hype sticker. Okay, anybody else? Also, some stuff I can dig out. I've got more like collectibles, like Beatles magazines. What else? Some other stuff I got back there. Guitar picks. I got like Metallica guitar picks, like from concerts. There's some stuff I walked by late last night when I was leaving, or early this morning. And I was like, I need to get that stuff out so we can sell it. So, we didn't do the cherry pie drawing. We had it ready, and we didn't have that. I promise we'll do those tomorrow. Okay? You don't have to be watching to win, so you don't have to worry about missing it, but I'll make sure we do them. We're giving away a little bit of money tomorrow night, so make sure you watch so you know if you win. Okay? 5-4, if no rice requests. 3-2, 1, half of 1, 1/3, 1/4, and